It isn't funny when you want to achieve erections and they aren't forthcoming. It can be frustrating, right? So, there are various causes of this. In medicine, we call it erectile dysfunction. It means that the penis is unable to achieve erections, strong erections. And when they do, when they achieve erections, it is not sustained, it cannot last, and you need that erection to be able to penetrate your wife. So poor erection is a problem. Now, before we talk about the causes, I want you to understand that for erection to take place, there is a whole lot happening in your body, and there is an interplay between the brain, the nerves, your blood vessels, your heart, the hormones in your body, and your penis. There is a relationship. Each of them have their own role to play for you to achieve good and strong erections. And if there is any problem in any of those body parts I have mentioned, it can lead to poor erection. Now, let me take it one after the other so that you will understand better. Starting from the brain. The brain sends signals. The brain sends information. When a man wants to have sex with his wife, there is an information that goes to the brain and telling the brain that I want to have sex. And the brain begins to release some hormones. The brain begins to release some signals to other parts of the body to achieve proper erection. Now, there are some conditions that can make the brain not to release this information. There are some conditions that can make the brain not to do its work optimally. And commonly, some of those causes include anxiety, fear, stress, worry. All these can shut the brain and it's not able to release signals to other body parts in preparation for erection. So you can find that a man who is back from work, he's tired. Even if the wife wants to have sex at that time and he is really tired, you find out that he may not achieve erection. There is no disease, but because the body is tired, is stressed, the brain is kind of shutting down, erections may not be achieved. So this is one of the common causes of poor erections. There's trouble, problems, worry, grief, and it can affect the brain. Not necessarily that there is a disease condition. When this happen, the brain may not function and there will be no erections. Commonly, like a newly couple, that night they have their plans, what they want to do, and all that, and it's time. It's either the whole day was stressful and they are just tired, they can't do anything, or the man is anxious, he wants to deliver, he wants to fire down, but when it's now time, so much anxiety and the brain can't understand, and they can't following that anxiety, erections may not occur. Now, vessels that can lead to poor erection include hypertension. When the blood levels are so high, it can affect erections, and the erections are either they're not there or they are so poor and they can't even have a good penetration. Another thing that can affect the blood vessels is high cholesterol levels. When those cholesterol levels are high, they have a way of blocking the vessels. The vessel is like a pipe. Just look at it, imagine it as a pipe. The cholesterol, they go there to block the vessels, and so not enough blood is being pumped to the penis. And see, when the penis is being erected, so much blood is pumped to the penis, getting ready for action. But with high cholesterol levels, it can block the vessel and not enough blood gets to the penis. This alone can cause poor erections. Now, another thing that can lead to it is low hormones, especially in men, the testosterone levels. Men too can have some form of hormonal imbalance, and in some men, that testosterone levels are really. In such men, they might not even have libido, there might not be urge for sex, and if there's no urge for sex, erections will not occur. So in such men, you find out that because they have low testosterone, erections will definitely not occur. The other thing is the nerves. when the nerves need to function well for erections to occur. And if there's any condition that affects the nerve, erections will not occur. And the common conditions that can affect the nerve commonly is diabetes mellitus. In diabetes mellitus, the blood sugar is so high and it damages the nerves. It damages the nerves and they cannot get erected following the desire to have sexual intercourse. That's one of the complications people living with diabetes mellitus can have. Another thing, over the years, I have seen tobacco and alcohol cause several diseases, and poor erection isn't left out. And so if you're taking alcohol and tobacco and you're having poor erections, it could just be that is the cause. And then the other thing I want to talk about is the things that affect the penis itself. Infections, commonly the sexually transmitted infections. You can see a man who has had a previous history of he has had multiple sexual partners, he has had ulcers, wound around his penis or scrotum, or discharge. This can, if not properly treated, can lead to poor erections as a complication. Now, if you notice poor erection, it's not time for you to go and take different to treat yourself. I would advise you, seek medical care, go to the hospital, let the doctor see you. The cause of poor erection for Mr. Tom may be different for that of Mr. Smith. So every man is different. So your doctor will examine you, ask you some questions, and know the appropriate test investigation that you need to do to be able to make a diagnosis. If you have questions, please feel free, type in the comment section and I will answer every one of them. If this video is something that you enjoyed, please like the button, subscribe to my YouTube channel and share so that you can help others.